read to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K. Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K. Williams is all about.
Peter Hanson claims his ex threw away a sculpture from a prestigious Spanish artist without asking him. Rachel Sherman says the plaintiff told her she could redecorate as she pleased. This hideous fish art had to go.
Okay, got my plaintiff, Mr. Peter Hanson here, and my defendant, Miss Rachel Sherman. Mr. Hanson, you are suing the defendant. I see for $1,025. You allege property damage. What brings you to court, sir?
I am suing my ex-girlfriend for property damage because she threw out something that I hold very near and dear to me. It's a one-of-a-kind art piece. It's a fish sculpture.
And you say she threw it out?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, why would she do a thing like that, sir?
Well, we met on a dating app, and we dated for about 6 months, and things were going really, really well. We were in Phoenix, Arizona, and then she got into grad school. Okay. And it was a 1-year-long program, and things were going so well that we decided we'd try out long distance. She was in Santa Barbara, and you know, where that usually causes a rift between people, and it's hard. It actually was really easy for us because absence kind of made the heart grow fonder, and so I was so looking forward to our life together that I went to her graduation and I popped the question of asking her to move in with me.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yes.
Hanson.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, just
it's a little anticlimactic when you present it that way.
My mistake, Your Honor.
It was for me as well, Your Honor.
I bet so. I bet so. Okay, so you don't really make the grand gesture of proposal of marriage.
Thankfully, I did not do that, and I think you'll soon see why.
Well, we'll see about that. But you do invite her to move in with you, you said?
I do, yes.
Okay, and ma'am, do you move in with him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so now she's moving in with you.
Yes.
Y'all are living together?
Yes, in my apartment in Phoenix.
Okay. Was this on track to marriage?
I was hoping so.
Okay.
Yes,
we'll
yes.
see about that. Go ahead.
So we were both really excited about that. I'll admit that my apartment, I lived alone, so it was kind of a bachelor pad. I'm
typical,
I'm no interior designer. That's not really my forte, but I had some art on the walls and some decor and whatnot. But when she moved in, she wanted to spruce up the place.
Well, because you do acknowledge, Mr. Hanson, it was going from your place to y'all's place together.
100%.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So she,
absolutely,
wanted to make some changes that indicated that she also lived in the space.
Most definitely, but it was our place together,
yes.
right? Together.
Yes.
So I told her she is welcome to make those changes and make it feel, more like our place, a place that we share.
Correct.
So soon after she moved in, and she was for that, and I left for a business trip. It's just a week long, and I came back and I couldn't recognize the place at all. It was completely different. I didn't know where any of my stuff was. It was absurd. I felt like I walked into, I don't know.
The wrong apartment?
Yes, absolutely. The wrong apartment, yes.
Okay.
But it looked nice. She's good. She's good at interior decorating.
Looks nice
so I was like, it
pretty
looks,
woman. Well kept.
It looks good. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Until I went into the restroom.
Okay.
And
you said the restroom?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That's where I keep the fish sculpture.
Okay.
The one that, well, anyway, so I went in there expecting to see it, and it was not in there. So I asked her, where's all my stuff? And she said, I boxed it all up. And I was like, okay. Where's the fish sculpture box? To which she said, I threw that thing away.
Oh, so Ms. Sherman, you did not, as you had done with his other items, put it away until he could come back and figure out where to store it. You actually threw that in the garbage?
Yes, Your Honor. When I redecorated what was meant to be our home together, which you gave me permission to do, I got some bins while I was out getting decor because I knew that we would have a lot of stuff that we were rearranging.
Yes.
And he was away on business. I wanted him to come home to our place. I wanted it to be a surprise. Yeah.
Yes. Well, sounds like you were successful.
Yes, it seems I
Yes.
was, Your Honor.
Yes.
And I got some bins and some boxes to put everything in. And I started at the front of the house. I worked through our shared living area. I went to our bedroom, and the last place that
did you run out of bins? Is that what you
Yes,
told
I
the
ran
court?
out of space. There wasn't enough room for the last thing, which just happened to be the fish.
So then you just started throwing everything in the trash?
No,
get
Your
some more
Honor.
bins.
I genuinely did not know any degree of value was attached to this fish.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
This piece of art. Oh, and this was sitting on the toilet.
It was kind of like, I like to be thoughtful about where I place things, so, it's close to the water source.
Oh, fish, water.
Right.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Peter Hanson, who is in a dispute with Rachel Sherman over a fish sculpture.
Let us actually see, sir. Do
I
you
have a photo
some
of
photos?
the-
Okay,
of
go ahead
the-
and give your folder of
the fish
evidence,
right
the
here.
whole thing, to my bailiff, please.
Sure thing. I think you'll find it's very unique.
I think you'll find a lot of things, Your Honor.
I'm sure I will. Okay.
It's an art. It really is a work
Let
of art.
the court take a look here at this piece of art. Oh, and this was sitting on the toilet. This was the
Yes.
place that you thought it deserved.
Well, it was it was kind of like I like to be thoughtful about where I place things, so it was it's close to the water source. Thought that was kind of
Oh,
funny.
fish, water.
Right.
So this is what you disposed of.
Yes, Your Honor. It's
It's
heavy.
hideous. It's hideous. It's hideous. But it was his. So let me get to these text messages that the plaintiff has also provided. Honey, we just shipped your gift from our trip to Spain. Oh, this is when you originally this is how you got the fish.
Yes, ma'am.
So this was a gift, it looks like, from your mom and dad?
From my mom and dad.
Honey, we just shipped your gift from our trip to Spain. We don't want to spoil the surprise, but it came from a famed artist in Barcelona.
That's right.
Hope you enjoy. You say can't wait. Just got the package. This is amazing. So you genuinely love this fish.
Oh yeah.
Okay. But your parents do acknowledge that they purchased that fish for $1,025, and the value will only go up, they say, if it's from this famed artist, which indeed is very possible.
Yep.
They tell you to display it somewhere nice and take care of it. So this is the amount that you're asking for the court to award for your return of property.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, then we've got some correspondence here where you are reaching out to, I guess by this point, ex-girlfriend. Rachel, you need to pay me back for my sculpture ASAP. I really don't want to drag this on any longer. Defendant doesn't respond. Rachel, I'm not kidding. You need to pay me back. You know my Venmo. The sculpture was $1,025. She doesn't respond. You try to respond to her again, and it looks like we all know what that red exclamation point means. And did y'all break up over this sculpture?
Yes, Your Honor. Ultimately, the sculpture was the reason that we broke up, but it was because he was so demanding that I apologize for something that wasn't done out of malice in any way. It was an honest mistake, but he came at me like I had intentionally sabotaged a valuable item, and I never had the context. He never brought up this fish, and the first time I saw it, I walk into the bathroom to powder my nose, and there is this thing, and it's, Your Honor, I think we all can agree that it's hideous.
No, that's subjective.
So you're both right? I think it's hideous, but I'm one person, Somebody else in this courtroom might think it's the most gorgeous thing they've ever seen, hence it is subjective.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
And it's not...
Your Honor...
I know it's not coming from malice. I never accused you of coming from malice. It's
Your
the
Honor.
principle of the thing.
Here's my question, Ms. Sherman. I don't necessarily think that you did this to harm or hurt this young man either, but I'm not really convinced that you're truly remorseful around it. Seems like your attitude is kind of, Your Honor, it was kind of ugly and I got rid of it. If that's not the case, you need to say so right now.
The fact that it was ugly was not the reason that I disposed of it.
Okay.
The fact that it happened to be in the bathroom, that it looks like it is not of any value.
So you thought it was trash, ma'am? That's kind of what you're indicating. Is that what y'all are hearing? Because that's what I'm hearing, is that you thought it was so lacking of any possible conceivable value that it really just became the trash. And while some might tend to agree, it just wasn't your decision to make because it wasn't your item, ma'am.
Thank you.
That's the thing.
Thank you.
Let's get to what, if anything, you offer to compensate this young man.
Yes,
Elijah, can you please just give all your evidence, please, the whole folder? Thank you. Okay. So I see that you are talking here to the boyfriend. Sorry to text while you were at work. I was thinking of going to Home Goods today to get some stuff. Do you have a preference in decorations? Plaintiff says no, decorate as you see fit. The apartment is just as much yours as it is mine. So you can rearrange and make it look nice. Can't wait for it to feel more like home. You say I'm gonna go crazy at the store ready to have a home. Okay, this ain't compensation, ma'am. This is you just showing me where you did get permission to redecorate.
yes, my apologies, Your Honor. I didn't understand your question when you
Okay.
asked it. I didn't intend that.
Okay.
The reason that, pardon me.
No, I was just gonna say, I can appreciate this as supporting your argument that you were granted permission to redecorate.
Yes.
But rearrange is not the same as throw away. You do see the difference there.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor. However, he said that this apartment was just as much mine as it is his. And he additionally said that I could do as I saw fit. And he said, make it look nice. And I misunderstood. But that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that I now have to pay $1,025 for an item that previously, if it was so important to you, why did I never hear about it?
No, that's
why did
not,
you never
no,
send me
no,
photos?
No, Ms. Sherman, that's not how this works. I have many different items in my living space. I have artwork, I have books, I have sculptures, I have paintings, drawings, all types of things. And I'm not obligated to give a rundown of the significance and emotional context of each item to somebody that I've invited to share in my space. That's not how it works. I don't have to justify why I like what I like. And you're asking the court to make an argument, or accept an argument rather from you, that says that this man somehow owed you a justification of everything that meant something to him in his own space.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
Do you feel bad that you have caused sadness and harm as it related to this valuable and sentimental item?
Yes.
I can't tell.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Peter Hanson, who was in a dispute with Rachel Sherman over a fish sculpture.
Your Honor, that is not the intention that I'm trying to express. When I asked him if he had any preferences when it came to redecoration, you would respond, you can do this, you can do that, you can do this.
No, Ms. Sherman. I'm not going to go with that. Let me tell you, that is not a reasonable interpretation of someone saying, do you have decor preference in the context of I'm going to the store? That means, is there anything specific you want me to acquire? Not, this is my license to throw away all the things I find ugly and hideous so that it's to my taste. That would be a flagrantly wild, arbitrary interpretation of this language, ma'am. Do you feel bad that you have caused your now ex-boyfriend sadness and harm as it related to this very, for him, valuable and sentimental item?
Yes.
I can't tell, Ms. Sherman. It doesn't seem like you are remorseful. It's not giving sorry. It's giving, it was ugly and I threw it out, and what's the big deal? And if you are sorry, what do you think you should do to make it up to this man?
Your Honor, in the process of redecorating, while he was away on his business trip, when this is all occurred, I made a number of personal purchases with my own funds to add.
Ma'am, the court is not going to give you credit for that because you just told me it was as much your home as his. So unless you think that somehow, ma'am, I'm speaking. So unless you think somehow you're just supposed to get off willy-nilly and absolutely not contribute financially to y'all's home, that makes no sense. That doesn't help your case.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
And what do you think of the items that she brought into your place?
I was fine with it. I thought the items looked nice. She's good at interior decorating.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Peter Hanson, who was in a dispute with Rachel Sherman over a fish sculpture.
The items that I purchased for what was then our shared space remain in the space as he continues to live there, and I have no intention of requesting repayment or requiring them back.
Oh, so you want me to substitute the valuation of the things that you bought, and you want that to take the place of the valuation of what this man's parents gifted him?
Right.
No, ma'am, I don't believe so. I don't believe so.
Right.
Where are you living now, ma'am?
I was staying briefly with a friend, with my parents, and then I moved in with a friend in a different city.
Okay, and you, sir, are still living in the apartment back, just your place?
Yes, ma'am.
And what do you think of the items that she brought into your place?
I'm not going to lie, Your Honor. I was fine with it. I thought the items looked nice. She's
So have you
good
left
at
them up?
interior decorating.
Have you left those items up?
Oh, no.
Oh.
No, I don't want to have her in my life anymore.
Oh, okay, so
And
you got rid of everything that she's talking about?
I did.
Okay. Here's why I'm asking that, because it was going to affect the ruling, so I'm glad we cleared that up. If you indeed, Mr. Hanson, liked her additions so much that you were now keeping them for your own enjoyment, I was going to be forced, under the legal theory of unjust enrichment, okay, I was going to be forced to deduct that from any valuation of the item you claim she threw out and deprived you of. But since you're telling the court that, no, Your Honor, I didn't want any remembrance of her, I didn't want any indicators of her in my home, you've disregarded any extra valuation she contributed to your home, it sounds like you have not been enriched in any way.
Right.
Which still leaves you in a deficit, it sounds like, of $1,025.
Judge Eboni's verdict when equal justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
Final words from you, ma'am, I'm going to make my ruling.
No, Your Honor, I think I've said.
I think you did yourself a favor. Good. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Mr. Hanson, I'm going to be honest. I think that piece of art is questionable in terms of taste and attractiveness at best. But as you pointed out to the court, that is subjective. And if it meant something to you, ma'am, you had no right, despite how much of an eyesore it might have been to you, to simply throw it away. If you ran out of bins, you should have got more bins. If not, you should have figured out a way to preserve the item until this young man returned home, and then you have a conversation about possibly disregarding it if it was so offensive to you. But you don't take it upon yourself to simply throw out this man's belongings. That is wrong. It's a complete breach of any standard of care that you had when he allowed you to stay in y'all's home in his absence, okay? The court does feel that the $1,025 was justified in the evidence presented today to the court, so I'm going to rule in favor of the plaintiff. I do believe that you are owed every cent of the valuation of the art piece that was yours, and ma'am, you overstepped in a very big way. I wish you the best moving forward. That is my ruling.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has ordered to pay $1,025.
Any final thoughts, sir?
No, sir, I'm pretty content.
Ma'am?
I really thought I was going to get tetanus from that stupid fish. I
wish,
really did.
Look, I don't care what you thought you were going to get. I just wish you had apologized. We never would have had to do this.
Okay, the judge has made her ruling. You've had your day in court. Please grab your belongings. Follow me.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.